Hey everybody, welcome back to Wrestling with My Opinion. As always, my name is Frank. You can find me on Twitter at MyPWOpinion. Been an interesting week so far in the professional wrestling world, and also a sad one. Do want to start off today by acknowledging the loss of one of the greats, Harley Race. Passed away today after battling lung cancer. Had been hospitalized recently, and unfortunately succumbed to the cancer, and we lost him. Harley Race was definitely one of the all-time greats. He was not only an amazing in-ring talent that was on many big shows, including Starrcade with Ric Flair, but he was also in WrestleMania 3 in a match with Junkyard Dog that was too short, but was fun. He was the king when he was in WWE or F at the time. Had some really fun storylines with Junkyard Dog, as well as Hacksaw Jim Duggan and a few others. Went on to manage Vader through Vader's WCW run, as he won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship multiple times, and really just all around provided a lot to the sport of professional wrestling through training, through his school, and bringing people into the professional wrestling business that we've all enjoyed watching through the years. So Harley will be dearly missed, and may he rest in peace. Moving on to just some other notes. I tweeted out today that I chose not to watch Raw and Smackdown this week. And it was just a decision that I made. No real reason for it. Not bashing product or storylines or creative or talent or any of that. I just felt the need to take a step away, so I did. Now, I have kind of kept up with what they did. So as we go into SummerSlam, I'm familiar with where they went with storylines. But the reason I bring that up is because it's come to light that Paul Heyman has pretty much taken the reins of Raw. That's been out there. Vince did do some minor tweaking to the Raw episode this week, but when it came to SmackDown, apparently Vince showed up and rewrote the whole show. It said that he was even still rewriting the second half of the show while the first hour was on the air. Which to me seems like a super dangerous proposition, because who knows what can end up happening. You don't get stuff done in enough time, things aren't communicated well. I mean, you can just imagine the chaos it could create if you don't have all your ducks in a row and the wrong person comes out for a match, or the talent or the referee doesn't know the finish because you changed it and they botch it. You can just imagine the possibilities. I understand he's the man. He owns that company. No offense to Becky Lynch, but he can do that if he wants, and I get that. Just seems like a bad plan to me. Now, it was said that it created a lot of chaos backstage for the reasons that I've mentioned. There was talent that seemed very disconnected, not understanding what was going to go on and what was going to happen. The main event was changed 3 times. I mean, just multiple things that were just out of this world. So that begged the question of, well, I thought Eric Bischoff was going to be there. Well, he is. He is there. He's working closely with Bruce Pritchard on SmackDown. But he doesn't have his hands deep into creative. As has already been covered, his plan is to take the time to learn the ins and outs, the people, how they want things done, before he starts trying to input too many ideas into the creative process or the creative for the show and building into storylines. And I can respect that. He doesn't want to come in there and, well, I hate to say it, but Vince Russo it and throw crap against the wall and only use what sticks, when most of it still falls off. So I can respect what Bischoff's trying to do it the right way, and I'm good with that. That being said, we'll just have to see where things go from here. Again, it's been put out there by multiple people that Vince's reasoning for this is he said that the show that was presented to him did not do anything to build towards SummerSlam enough. I don't think anything that's happened since Extreme Rules has done a very good job of building towards SummerSlam. But at the same time, he's been in this business for a long, long time. He's been as successful as he has for a long time because he knows what he's doing. And I'm just a guy here on YouTube. So I'm going to trust in his process, but I still don't agree with it. Little drop of AEW news. It did come out today, of course, that they are going to crown the first women's champion for AEW at the first episode on TNT. The belt will be debuted at All Out, and then they will crown a champion on that first episode coming from DC. Of course, that goes along with the Cody Rhodes-Sammy Guevara match. You have the six-man tag with Jericho and two mystery partners against Omega and the Young Bucks. Moxley is going to appear. They said he's going to appear, apparently not in a match, at least not at this point. So not a whole lot has come out about that. They're obviously concentrating more on building towards All Out, which is what they should be doing. If you're one of those people that says they don't build storylines, okay, go to the All Elite Wrestling YouTube channel and watch the Road to All Out. Plenty of build there. Go to the Being the Elite YouTube channel and watch the videos. They've started doing build there, although there's a lot of slapstick stuff there also. You got to read between the lines, but there is storyline build going on through those episodes also. So I feel like they've done an excellent job on the Road to All Out stuff, starting to build and tell the story of Cody and Shawn Spears, involving MJF. They continually are growing and building and pushing towards something really big there, which is going to be really nice. They started doing some stuff with SCU and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus on this week's episode, which was nice. It's going to be good to see them go at it because I believe that's a match that'll end up happening. So just tons and tons of stuff going on there. So keep your eyes out for that. If you really want to know where they're going before TV starts, that's where you do it. YouTube, All Elite Wrestling YouTube channel, as well as the Being the Elite YouTube channel. Now, Impact Wrestling. Normally I do a video kind of dedicated to them at least once a week. I haven't been able to do that yet. I'm going to try to do that on Friday. But some of the biggest news that came out of this week was their signing of Tenille Dashwood, which I think is awesome. I'm happy to see her there. I'm curious to see how they'll use her. She's an excellent talent that deserved better when she was in WWE. Injuries did hold her back a bit there. She went to ROH. They started to push, and then injuries also held her back a bit there. And then since she's been out with a couple different things, and now she's back, I'm hoping for the best with her there because she is a great talent. She's excellent in the ring, so that's great. Of all the companies right now, by the way, and this is just my opinion, but I think Impact does the best job of building stories, setting the arc, and completing the stories. The best of all right now, if you really look at it and get down to the nitty-gritty, is the Sami Callihan, Tessa Blanchard feud that they've been going through here for a little bit. They, of course, had the main event match at Slammiversary. That was an excellent match where Sami came out on top. There was some obvious shows of respect towards the end. That went on to them teaming together. Of course, building the story by having it be awkward and not wanting to work together, but they win. Now they have a match against each other this weekend. I believe it's Friday night. I may be wrong. That could be Saturday at Unbreakable to determine who gets to go on to a world title match. And you've had some build-up there with Sami coming out and shake my hand. I respect you. I don't do this often. Shake my hand, and then smacks her on her hiney and calls her toots, which of course draws the ire of Tessa Blanchard. And then you know what happens from there. She attacks him, hits Magnum, and that's that. But very curious to see where they're going to go with that storyline. they would definitely be on the absolute cutting edge if they end up having her go into a world title match with whoever the world championship holder will be at the time they get to Bound for Glory. I think that would draw great interest to have her in the world title match for that show. MLW announcing that they have now partnered with Pro Wrestling Noah, which should be a solid partnership for them and help them continue to grow. Of course, they have their first pay-per-view coming up very soon, also coming from Chicago, the same place that All Out will be coming from. If you watch any MLW, they're always interesting. Their matches are always exciting and fun to watch. They've got some excellent talent there. There was a video that surfaced this week of Austin Aries where it was claimed that he went into the crowd and hit a fan. In the video, you can't see if he actually does go out and hit the fan or if he just jumps over the rail, realizes the error of his way, and then jumps back over the other side and continues talking smack. But if he did go over the rail and hit the guy, he crossed the line, and MLW needs to stand up against that. But again, it could have been storyline. Promotions plant people in the crowds all the time, so maybe that was storyline build. Only time will tell. All that being said, I know I've kind of jumped around in this particular video, but there was just quite a bit of stuff going out there. Again, I do want to give my condolences to the family of Harley Race. He will be dearly missed by the wrestling community. We have definitely lost one of the all-time greats. If you would, please click on that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment about anything you want me to talk about or cover on the channel. If you have an opinion on any of the things that I talked about today or something to cover in the future, leave that information there for me. I do respond, and I'd be happy to try and oblige and talk to you or cover something for you. Until next time, I really appreciate it. Thank you.